Hey everybody, welcome to Trivia Ronin. I'm your host, Matt McNally, and whether you're joining us live on Zoom or Twitch or after the fact on YouTube, welcome. We are happy to have you. Quick breakdown of the rules. Trivia Ronin is an honor code trivia. You keep your own score. If you don't want to keep your own score, you can play along with us on triviarat.com/Ronin or scan that QR code. Then I keep your score. Otherwise, write on a piece of paper, show it, or put it in the chat. If you are playing with us on Twitch, due to the delay, just enter it with about 5 seconds left. That should line up with the words that are coming out of my mouth. Tonight, there are 30 questions worth 1 point each and a final story question worth a total of 10 points. 40 all day. I think I have a couple with some bonus opportunities available, so let's just prepare for that. Also, happy 420 yesterday. That will sneak in at some point. Anyway, without further ado, let's play Trivia Ronin. Question number 1. What long-running CBS drama featured The Who's Who Are You as its theme song? Note, be specific. Trivia Rat has begun with Team Just Me. 45 seconds. What long-running CBS drama featured The Who's Who Are You as its theme song? Note, be specific. Oh, Trivia Rat people, I'm going to stop you real quick, and then we're going to start this over again. We're going to go classic. We're going to go start. Okay, new round. All right, try it again, Marissa. That should work now. What long-running CBS drama featured The Who's Who Are You as its theme song? Note, be specific. I see what you're doing in the chat. I see what's happening here. 2-1, show 'em. Drama Turtle's up on things. Show 'em, Zoomers. Yeah, okay, so that was my trap. By being specific, I was saying, actually, it's just the OG CSI, guys. OG CSI is the one we're looking for. Or if you wrote CSI Las Vegas, that counts, because that's where it was. I'm a sneaky little monster. But yes, it is CSI OG. Baba O'Reilly is the theme song to CSI Miami. Question 2. Until 1986, what animal did British coal miners bring to work with them for safety? 45 seconds. I was more surprised that they were doing this until 1986, the year of my birth. This feels a bit more antiquated. But until the year 1986, what animal did British coal miners bring to work with them for safety? NCIS LA is not a CSI. However, it is a good show. Who doesn't like, who's in that? I can't remember. Robin from Batman and Robin, that one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Show them, everybody. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It was. Bats is an excellent guess and probably would have worked, but I think they brought the prettier ones. They brought canaries. It's all about looks in the coal mining business. Canaries were in coal mines until 1986. If they died, you knew you had to leave. Question 3. In French cuisine, a tarte tatin is made with what fruit? That pronunciation brought to you by my 7th grade French teacher, Madame Patry. She was French Canadian, though, so I might have messed it up. Where are my French Canadians at? We used to have a nice little French Canadian audience on Twitch. Where you at? Where you at? Real QVC, good to see you. In French cuisine, a tarte tatin is made with what fruit, traditionally? You can make it with other things. Obviously, you can make it with anything. I have nipples, Greg. Can you make a tarte tatin with me? You know? Good evening to you, the real QVC. We're very proper this evening. You'll see there's a proper question coming up. It's going to be a real insight into an actor's process here. 2-1, show 'em. Oui, chef. Oh, good guess. Pesh is a very good guess, but the answer is apples. Oui, chef. Tarte tatin has apples in it. Question 4. For 37 years, this man owned the New York Yankees and was also voiced by Larry David on Seinfeld. What's the guy's name? For 37 years in real life, He was the owner of the New York Yankees. Formerly Baltimore Orioles. That was going to be a question I was going to ask, but the Yankees actually started as the Baltimore Orioles and moved to New York. There he is. Got. Well done. Half a point for that, Stephen, of course. Anyone with a good get better, George. 37 years. This man was the owner of the New York Yankees. He's also George Costanza's boss for a few seasons. Not Elaine's boss. That's Jay Peterman. If that's what you guessed, you're wrong. Strawberry. There we go. A few people got it. Yes, indeed, it is. I will take it. He is a clown. I'll give you a half point there, Marissa. But the answer is George Steinbrenner III. You didn't need to know he's the third, but Steinbrenner will get you a point. Hank's the one now, but, you know, if you knew the family, you get a point. We're not monsters on Wednesday. Question 5, in basketball, a TO can mean two things. For 1 point each, name both of the things that could mean. 45 seconds. It's an action that can occur and a stat. There's your helpful hint. A TO. My cat assistant has arrived. She'll be in the sock drawer if anybody needs her. My socks are now pretty much 45% cat hair here at Ronin headquarters. In basketball, a TO can mean two things, so just tell me what each one is. 1 point for each one. Not to get confused with a tarte tatin. Show 'em. The answer to this one is turnover and... Ooh, triple overtime is an excellent guess, Emily. But it's timeout and turnover. Timeout and turnover, 1 point each. All right, warning, smarty pants question. Here it comes. Vocab check. What's the fancy biblical sounding word referring to the times before the Great Flood? There's like a specific term for any time prior to the Great Flood, aka Noah's Arcade. That's from Wayne's World 2. Vocab check. What's the fancy biblical sounding word referring to times before the Great Flood? This is definitely one. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, you won't guess it. And just to be fair, it doesn't only refer to the Christian Great Flood. If you know your mythology, almost every culture has a Great Flood myth. Fun fact, I think the Aborigines have the best one because they talk about the dream times. Dude, Drama Turtle knows what's up. Show him, everybody. Yeah, Steven knows what's up. All right. More vocab questions coming soon. Antediluvian. Antediluvian is the word, in case you're ever wondering. And if your house floods, you can say, man, I just remember the antediluvian times when my basement didn't smell like mold. Pre-Noah is an excellent guess, Emily. Half point for you. Question 7, of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, 3 of them were taken down by what type of natural disaster? 45 seconds. QVC, well done. I just went and visited my antediluvian. Cedar Rapids, Iowa. She's a lovely lady. Diluvian's an old family name. Question 7, of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, 3 of them were taken down by what type of natural disaster? Not the same one, 3 different ones. What took them down? What did them in? Give you a hint. Didn't do it to the Great Pyramids. Those ones still around. I suppose it's just QVC. I love a good apple turnover joke. Did I miss it? I need to go back and look at that. Yes, show him. Earthquake. Oh, volcano. Excellent guess. I think it took one of them down, probably. But earthquakes are what we're looking for. Earthquakes. Did it. Okay, get ready. Hang on, let me go back and give QVC props for something funny. A timeout or a turnover and a tartar to tan TO is an apple turnover. Excellent. Excellent QVC. I do like it. I just didn't read it. Question 8. I say, old chap, what's the river that flows through London? And spelling counts, don't it, Gov? Lorry. See, I went proper, and then I went Cockney. Midway through. I say, old chap. Ooh, Sandstorms is a good guess, Emily, but it was the Colossus of Rhodes, taken down by an earthquake. It was the Mausoleum at Halicarnassus, I think. I think that's what that's called. And then it was the Lighthouse at Alexandria, all three. Earthquakes, man. I say, old chap, what's the river that flows through London? And spelling counts, don't it, Gov? Lorry. Lori's not a hint, I just wanted to say Lori. Speaking of antediluvian, my other aunt Lori's really sweet. Oh, good point, Sethron. They are leaving. Yes, well done. Show 'em, show 'em, show 'em. Indeed, and well spelled, everybody. The Thames. And as Sethron said, the Thames is branching out right now to form a super river, I believe, with the Rhone, the Rhine, the Loire, and I'm blanking on the Paris one because I'm tired. What's the Paris River? Who's got it? What's in your boot? Well done. Question 9. The Seine. Thank you. There it is. Now I'm back. Question 9. About half of all people have seminiferous tubules, Sertoli cells, and efferent ducts. As those are all parts of what organs? 45 seconds. And I said organs. About half of all people. Sen. Thank you, chat. Chat's keeping me honest. And also good spelling. About half of all people in the world, about half, have seminiferous tubules, Sertoli cells, and efferent ducts. You might not even know you have them. But they're all parts of what? Organs. And by organs, I mean it's a pair of organs. I'm not talking about Wurlitzers, you know what I'm saying? There he is, guys. There he is. Kid still got it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Show 'em. Yep, Drama Turtle took a guess. Lungs and eyes. Well, all people have those mostly, but half people is the gender thing. Yep, so Emily got it. It's the testes. Or the testicles. But yeah, Drama Turtle, it was 50-50 odds. But of course a man said testes. He would, wouldn't he? Typical. 6-pointer. Name all the space shuttle orbiters ever built for flight. 45 seconds. Just list them all. 2 of them didn't make it. 1 of them never went to space. That's the hard one. All of them have very inspiring names. And a few of them are in museums. One of them got towed by an F-150, right? Remember that commercial? 6-pointer. Name all the space shuttle orbiters ever built for flight. There were only 6 ever built. Ever. Probably no more getting built unless Elon decides to make a few. 2-1, show 'em. And I know there'll be a lot, but I can read some. Yeah. Oh, you guys got a few. I'm Marissa. I'll find yours out later. Oh, Real QVC got the one I thought was going to be hard. But yes, excellent. So we have the Enterprise, which is the one that never went to space. The Columbia and the Challenger, the 2 that didn't make it, sadly. And the Discovery, Atlantis, and Endeavor. So as many of those as you have, take your time, tally up how many you got. Possible 6 points total. And with that, that is round 1. So bless you all. Take your time. Tally up your scores. I'm going to go away for 3 minutes. I'm going to do the trivia rat tallying. I'm going to take a drink and visit my cat in the other room. So 3 minutes, guys. See you in 3. Bye-bye. Gonna be fun. We've got 10 more questions. And we're all here, so let's go. Question 11 goes a little something like this. The first Harley-Davidson was used in a 1904 race in what Midwestern city? The home of their corporate headquarters to this day. 45 seconds. So all you got to do is tell me the corporate headquarters of Harley Davidson. We must begin the Trivia Rat. New round. Start. Answers can be entered. Question 11. The first Harley Davidson motorcycle was used in a 1904 race. In what Midwestern city, the home of their corporate headquarters to this day? 18 seconds left. Where's Harley based? Not to be confused with Harley Quinn Davidson. A rogue bike. Show 'em. Wow, Real QVC knows a lot about this. Yes, good guess. Wait, let's see. Oh, I missed you, Pud, but I'm sure you got it. It is Milwaukee. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Real QVC. We're going to do an all Harley-themed trivia at some point just for you, because first written by the Fonz. Henry Winkler. Question 12. What is the common bond between Duran Duran, Garbage, Wings, Adele, Nancy Sinatra, and Tina Turner? 45 seconds. What do all these people, bands, and people have in common? 40 seconds. Madison's a good guess, Drama Turtle. Just down the road. In the right state. Indianapolis is also a good guess on that last question, because they have races, famously. Question 12. What is the common bond between Duran Duran, Garbage, Wings, Adele, Nancy Sinatra, and Tina Turner? If you were going to put them all in a room, what would they be like? Hey, we all did that thing. That's a good way to ask that question. I think the way I wrote it is better. What is the common bond between Duran Duran, Garbage, Wings, Adele, Nancy Sinatra, and Tina Turner? You guys remember Garbage? Australia's a good guess. Show 'em. I hope somebody got 'em. Ooh, Same Label's a good guess. Lady Singer is a good guess. But the truth is, I gave you the answer. If you were reading closely, the common bond is they sang James Bond theme songs. They all sang a theme song to a James Bond movie. I served it right up. It was in the question. But I'm a monster also. This one's easier. Question 13. What Fox competition show, thank you, the Real QVC, marked the first time the network had the best rated show for an entire season? 45 seconds. So they won. Fox had never won the Nielsen ratings until this reality competition show. So it's not The Simpsons. Because I would have thought The Simpsons at some point had the best ratings, but apparently not. There's still time. You guys can do this. What Fox competition show marked the first time the network had the best rated show for the entire season? Or as they call it in the TV biz, they won the Nielsen's. They don't call it that anymore because nobody cares about the Nielsen's, but because TV's done. Anyway, show them. Yes, good guess, good guess. Yeah. Oh, Survivor's a good guess, but it is actually American Idol. American Idol, exact. Survivor was the other option. Survivor, I believe, CBS, though. Question 14. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Surrey with the Fringe on top and Kansas City are all well-known numbers in what musical? What musical has those songs in them? I'll tell you this much. Everything's up to date in Kansas City. That's all I'll say. Emily dropping the answer immediately. Drama degree. Bam. Got you. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Surrey with the Fringe on top. And Kansas City. If I was a real jerk, I would say spelling counts on this one. You'll see why. They're all well-known numbers in what musical? Yes. Yep, Drama Turtles got it. No surprise there. Yes, indeed, show them. It is, of course, Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain. Oklahoma, where the waving wheat can sure smell sweet. We don't have to go through the whole thing, but it has an exclamation point on it But I'm not a jerk if you wrote the state of Oklahoma. Funny, Kansas City, not in Oklahoma. Not in Kansas. Well, one of them is, but the other one's in Missouri. Question 15. We all love his descendant, Harry, but miserly Henry F. Potter is the main antagonist in what classic American film? 45 seconds. That's canon, guys. There was Henry F. Potter. His son, James, moved to England and then had his son, Harry. Canon. Fake news. We all love Harry, but miserly Henry F. Potter is the main antagonist in what classic American piece of cinema? A film. You might say this guy's a real jerk. Norm Macdonald might say that guy's a real jerk. 3-second hint, he's played by Lionel Barrymore. Ooh, everybody's got it on the chat. Nice work. Real QVC knows the answer and hasn't seen it. Yes, Steven has it. It is It's a Wonderful Life. Real QVC, I'm not sure where you can find it until Christmas, and then find it on every network. Question 16. Dragons aren't real, they say. But Komodo dragons are. What country is that species native to? Question 16. Where are Komodo dragons from? They're from an island, I'll say that. Helpful hint. Donde está the Komodo dragons? I mean, Real QVC, honestly, it's good. I mean, like, it's good, but also, it is what you think it is. You can just get your mom. Here, I'll do It's a Wonderful World. What do you want, Mary? You want me to lasso the moon for you? What do you need, Mary? Huh? I do want to live. There you go. That's the plot. Good guess, Galapagos, Emily. But yes, indeed, it is. Oh, Steven's got it. Australia's an excellent guess because all weird things are from Australia. The answer is Indonesia. And recently there was a viral video of one of these things in Jakarta, I believe, climbing in a convenience store, which is one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen. And then they came out with Godzilla. Coincidence? Anyway, question 17. Garamond, Palatino, Ariel, and Verdana are all different varieties of what? 45 seconds. Drama Turtle, you're killing it. Sometimes you throw that dart at the wall, and because I assume whenever I ask a geography question, we just throw darts at maps, right? That's how I ask them. I throw a dart at a map and I say, what's a good question about this country? I don't do that, but maybe I should. Did you find a bug, Marissa? No. Guys, we have a bug problem here. But we're on the case. We'll discuss off camera. Garamond, Palatino, Ariel, and Verdana are all different varieties of what? What are they? 2-1. Yes, they are called, as the Real QVC points out, they are called Arthur Fontzarellis, if you're from Milwaukee. Fonts. Flowers is a good guess, Emily. They do sound like flowers, but we were looking for fonts. I hid Ariel in there because that's the only one everybody knows. I guess I've used Garamond maybe once. I see Verdana when I scroll through. Question 18. In 1970, the Wham-O company, Whammy, filed a patent for a foamable, I knew I was going to say this wrong, and I'm going to take it again, for a foamable resinous composition. They would go on to put it in cans and sell it to children under what name? 45 seconds. So they filed a patent for a foamable resinous composition. Sounds delicious. They would go on to put it in cans and sell it to children under what name? I don't want to mislead you, so I will say this. It's not edible. I give you that. I'm going to give you that, guys. To the Wednesday fans. Just so when you play on Friday with Doug and he's a big jerk, you can say, Matt's the nice one. What's going on? And I'll be at work. Oh, no, I think I'm here on Friday. I think I'm actually going to play. It's going to be fun. In 1970, the Wham-O company filed a patent for a foamable resinous composition. They would go on to put it in cans, sell it to children as what? Yeah, Drama Turtle on that guess game tonight. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my god, money got it. Silly string. Silly string. Don't talk about Drama Turtle's streak. It's going too well. Question 19. Traditionally, the full moon closest to the autumn equinox is called what? 45 seconds. It's a moon. What you call it? Call me whatever you want, just don't call me late to dinner. There you go. The full moon closest to the autumn equinox is called what? As is tradition. Traditionally, the full moon closest to the autumn equinox is called what? Man, my Jimmy Stewart's getting bad. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Was it the moon? What kind of moon? Yes, good work, Twitch. Well done. It is the harvest moon. Real QVC killing the comedy game, because in Houston they call it the Warren moon. That's a good joke. That's just for Steven. As the sports fan on the Zoom call, since there's not many people on the Zoom call. Question 20. Anyone who cursed on Battlestar Galactica would use this word instead, which would probably be a bit confusing to those in the oil industry. 45 seconds. Good way to get around censors. Ooh, the Blood Moon's a good guess, Emily. I feel like it's Blood Moon, Blue Moon, Harvest Moon. Those are the moons. The moons I know about. Anyone who cursed on Battlestar Galactica. That's a television program. On the recent one, I haven't seen the old one. It might also be in the old one though. Would use this word instead, which is a bit confusing. Most likely a bit confusing to those in the oil industry. I don't know if we had the technology to do the thing. We'll talk after this. Before I give away the answer. Unless you want me to give away the answer, that's fine too. 3, 2, 1. Drama Turtle, you're killing it. Yep. Indeed, spelling doesn't count because I was misleading. Frack. Frackin'. These frackin' shoot. Darn. Bunts. There we go. Frack was the answer. There you go, guys. All right, so let's take our time. Let's tally up our scores. We're going to take 3 minutes here. We're going to come back. We're going to do some Wayla with a possible bonus point this time. What did he say? Oh, my gosh. So take 3 minutes. Talk amongst yourselves. See you shortly. Bye. Once you figure out the theme of what I'm doing on Wayla, you can just chime in whenever you want. There is a theme that will get you 1 bonus point. In the meantime, let's do Wayla and take it away with question number 1. What is this dessert you see here? 45 seconds. Is this a dessert that I see before me? Its handle toward my breast? Breast? I don't know. Maybe. What is this dessert? Be specific. Real QVC? No, I think we could guess. I'm game for multiple guesses. You know, just don't spam it, as the kids say. What dessert is this? Please be specific. Not by flavor, obviously. There are multiple flavors of this dessert, but. 2-1, show 'em. Yep, Emily's got it. Yep, everybody's got it. Of course, this is gelato. Gelato. Question 2. Out. Big font. Big. Well, it's font night over here. Question 2. What type of this character does have a name? I just need the alien race this character is associated with. Oh, is my green screen just? Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Pulling back the curtain here at Ronin headquarters. Fixed it. What alien race does this individual belong to? And just a warning, we are coming in with more big font. Big font energy. Trivia around it. Is this one like Yub Yub? Is that his name? I can't remember. He's the one who hangs out with Princess Leia. It's not real. It's a, yeah. Thank you. Emily's got it. Show him. Ooh, shade thrown on chat. Yes, of course it is. An Ewok. Yes, go ahead, Steven. Yes, okay, so that's an excellent guess. Steven's guess was things he's had sex with. That is incorrect. But excellent for we're on the right track. What are we looking at? We're looking at a natural phenomenon. What are we looking at here? Good pick. Again, Bing. Bing coming in strong with excellent pictures. Having sex with gelato probably wouldn't be very fun, huh? Tough to have sex with this one. What natural phenomenon are we looking at? Attention towards the sky, please. Down low, you're looking at, I think, a lake. That's not the answer. 3, 2, 1. Yes, Drama Turtle with the official name, Aurora Borealis. I will give you all points. I was looking for just Northern Lights, but of course, we're all fancy people here. Give yourself a point for Aurora Borealis, but also Northern Lights. Now it gets tougher. This is a Hanna-Barbera cartoon character, lesser known. What's his name? And it's tougher than you think. Unless it's not. Emily, that is true. 30 seconds. Cartoon character. I will have a lot of sympathy for people if they get this one wrong. Signed copy here. The hint is the dog in the van, though. Because the other option I don't think has a dog in a van. 2, 1, show him. Anybody know? Yeah. Ooh, some people do. Oh, good. Curious Jeff is my favorite answer. That'll get you a half point, Marissa. We were looking for, yes, he is a purple gorilla, but he's the grape ape. I was thinking a lot of people were going to say Magilla gorilla. We've got a gorilla for sale. Magilla gorilla for sale. Grape ape. That's what that one looks like. What particular varietal of gun is this? 45 seconds. It is a gun. It's an iconic model of gun. Known for not easily jamming. Easily mass-produced. And sadly, there's a lot of them out there. Let's get these knuckles cracking. That's a sound everybody enjoys on the internet. 10 seconds left. What type of gun is this? I suppose what's the model, the make and model of this weapon? Oh, Emily, that is one guess. Steven has the other guess, and that other guess is the correct one. It is an AK-47 or a Kalashnikov. I'll give you a point, but I was looking for AK-47. And welcome, Andrew. Today was a good day. I didn't even have to shoot my AK. Here we go. What breakfast cereal is this? Why didn't this one center? Very interesting. My words. What breakfast cereal are we looking at? I wasn't allowed to have this growing up. Thanks, Mom. You either? I like that. Mine was it's unless it was on sale, Drama Turtle. I like that. I like that. You can't have it unless it's on sale. Otherwise, you get the big bag of the generic version, which I believe would be called like Tropical Rocks. Show 'em. Jello, brutal. Okay, yes. Many people have it. The answer, of course, Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles is what we were looking for. And speaking of, what fruit is this? It's not a trick. Yeah, sugary, they know better. 45 seconds. Drama Turtle, sugary, the big name cereals, they know. You're hooked. It's the same way cocaine never goes on sale. Trust me, I've tried. Always asking around. You guys got any good deals this week? What's going on? When I go to the store, the drugstore, nailed it. Uh-oh, am I going to get banned from Twitch? I'll just say marijuana instead. When I go to the dispensary. Drama Turtle, good guess. The theme is not colorful stuff. I'm not sure that we're going to get the theme. I'm not sure we have the target audience for the theme tonight. But if somebody gets it, I believe in you. Yes. They are delicious. Show them. Yeah. Of course, everybody got it. Blueberries. Thems be blueberries. I like this question. What happened here? 45 seconds. Just like, what do you call this? If you encountered this, say, "Oh my God, this was crazy. I was riding my horse the other day, and I saw this blank." Because in theory, you're the dude on the horse. By the way, if you bing this phrase, an 8-ball of Fruity Pebbles. Absolutely. The kids are hooked at a young age. But they are delicious. Maybe I'll go get some this week. Maybe I'll be naughty. 5 seconds left. What are you looking at here? What happened? 2-1, show 'em. Yeah, exactly. Drama Turtle, you get a point for that. Yeah, it's a derailment, or honestly, I was just looking for, not that. I was looking for this. Train wreck. Just a train wreck. Next. This one. 45 seconds. What animal is this? You saw it briefly. Good photo of this animal. Our cat escaped for a minute before this, and her tail ended up looking very similar to this in puff factor, not in color factor. I wonder if these can be pets. It's kind of cute, right? But then you'd have one bad day. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. But that's probably really bad for him. Oh, okay, good. So don't do that. 2-1, don't remove this animal's stink sack. I'm just looking at the word. Hashtag canceled. Cancel skunks, everybody. It is a skunk. It's not this skunk's fault for the actions of one Pepe Le Pew. Last but not least, what movie is this from? 45 seconds. James Franco is in this movie. Drama Turtle, you are close, but alas, it is not. You know the theme, Steven? Go ahead. There he is. He got it on the 10th one. The theme, everybody, is indeed, Steven with a bonus point, strains of marijuana. Happy 420, everybody. Every single one of these was a marijuana strain. Blueberry, gelato, Ewok, Trainwreck, and then whatever else I said. Skunk, obviously. Skunk number one, technically, but also skunk is a term. Yep. Drama Turtle knows. And also, last but not least, this strain is called Pineapple Express. That was the movie. Good work, Steven. Extra point to really seal that lead so he can just stop listening during the story part at this point. But the story's pretty good, so please do listen. We're going to come back. We got a good story. Yeah. I mean, if you want, it's fun. We can just talk during story time anyway. So that's it, guys. Tally up your scores. You smoke that Ewok, it'll put you on Endor. Well said, Seth Ron. Everybody go away. Smoke as much Ewok as you need. Come on back. We're going to do story time. Bye-bye. Story time. Let's just get right to it. Let's have a good time. We're going to talk. Today's story. It's not 420 themed. We already did that part. But I just enjoyed discovering this fun fact about this story. It's about a bunch of Italian brothers. It's about a big Italian family. And who doesn't like a big Italian family? None of the brothers are named Luigi or Mario. These are real human brothers. Emily, of course, would have gotten it. So, guys, we're talking about real human brothers from Italia. We're going to start. We're going back in time. We're going to a town called Casorsa della Delizia. Let's hope I said that right. No one can correct me, though, because no one can talk back. It's between Trieste and Venice. Am I saying Venice right? It's on the Adriatic Sea. It's a small town. Let's go to 1886, when the matriarch and patriarch of this eventual massive family get married. A man named Giovanni marries Teresa, and then they rapidly pop out 12 kids as fast as possible, because that's what you did back in 1886. All the kids, as they grow up, they start going to Germany for work. A lot of them work as bricklayers in a rapidly industrializing Germany. One of the sons ends up, his name is Rachele, I hope. But Rachele becomes a telegraph operator, which is essentially like being a tech pro at those days, right? You're in the cutting edge technology of telegraphs. Then 1914 happens. What happened then, Matt? Good question. Franz Ferdinand gets assassinated, which triggers the events that lead up to World War I, which, as you know, bad things happen. A lot of people died. And Giovanni realizes, my 12 kids are going to have to go to this war if we stay here. So they move to America as fast as they can. They all move over to the States. They all end up in Los Angeles, and then they move up the coast, eventually settling in the Bay Area. And they kind of go like two at a time, as fast as they can, like, as much as they are able to. They finally get there. But again, Rachele, he's the oldest son of Giovanni. He ends up going to, in 1915, when he gets over there, he goes to the Panama Pacific World's Fair, which takes place in the Bay Area that year. And if you know anything about 1915, we're just now talking about airplanes, right? We're sort of freshly into the world of airplanes. So they're showing it off. We've got all these old, like, Sopwith Camel style planes that are flying around. If you know that, that's like biplanes, open cockpit kind of things. Everyone's oohing and ahhing, but Rachele goes, that propeller doesn't look like it works that well. He goes, I think I could make a better propeller for these planes. So what does he do? He makes a better propeller. This guy does it. He makes it. He calls it the toothpick propeller, and it really is what you think of. Sort of, it's the original model of what you think of. It's just one long, instead of a four-way, it's a two-way, long, big piece of wood, and super thin, but moves air enough to lift planes. And so Charles Lindbergh sees this thing. He's like, put one of those on my plane. And then eventually the U.S. Army, as they commit to World War I, says, build us a bunch or put your propellers on all of our airplanes, because there is no Air Force at this point. The U.S. Army was in charge, the Army Air Corps. So anyway, they start making some money. Rachele's doing a good job. He's like a very successful inventor. So him and the family go, well, what's the next step, right? We're in the aviation business. So they decide they're going to make a plane that they're going to call the J7, and they're going to design a whole plane from the ground up. And what they wanted to do is build a plane that had an enclosed cabin for the first time. So they're the first people to ever do this. The J7 has a fully enclosed cabin. It has seating for multiple people. It looks like a plane, like closer to a modern plane. It does great in all the test flights. They fly it across the San Francisco Bay, notoriously a tough place to fly. Obviously, fog and bad weather. It survives a storm. It's doing great. They hit up the U.S. Mail at the time as saying, you know what, we need to start delivering mail. If we need fast mail, we need it to go by planes. Does anyone have a plane that could deliver mail? And they sort of left it open to the country. And these brothers were like, we'll get in on this. We think our plane could do it. So they are trying to get this government contract. So the first thing they do is they fly from San Francisco to Reno, Nevada, which is a notoriously tough flight as well. You're going over a mountain range into a very different climate. It does fine. It does great. So the U.S. mail is like, hey, man, I think you guys got this, but we want to see one last test. So they take the plane and they put 4 people on it. They do a full crew, including brother Giocondo, one of these brothers, these 7 brothers. He's on the plane with 3 other guys, and they fly to Yosemite. And they land next to El Capitan because at this point, nobody's really there. So they just fly the plane. They land it right in the middle of the park, and then they camp for 2 days next to the plane. They're just hanging out. It's great. And then they get back on the plane, and they head back to SF, all feeling pretty good about themselves. They're like, we did great. And then around Modesto, California, we still don't know what exactly happened, but of course, this is how these stories occur, is something goes wrong. In this case, eyewitnesses say they saw the left wing of the plane fall off the plane, and then the right wing fell off, which is like a nightmare. It's like an actual nightmare of mine. And then the plane went into a tailspin. All 4 of them died. So, Giovanni, the patriarch of this family, he says, we are not in the aviation business anymore. No one in my family is going to get on a plane ever again. And they don't. And he says, okay, Pops. Everybody says, okay, Pops. And Ricciele, the guy who invented it, is like, Guess we got to start from scratch. So he goes back to the drawing board. But this guy's a tinkerer. He likes to work. So he gets back in the workshop, and he ends up designing a water pump because they're in the propeller business. They start working on other things. They've worked in the moving air around. They're like, we could probably move water around. They design this water pump that's for irrigation because the San Gabriel Valley is just inland of San Francisco. Big agriculture scene there, obviously. So he's like, okay, we got this water pump. Let's help with irrigation. Let's try and get some fat irrigation contracts, maybe. So the way the pump does is it just was one of the first pumps ever to force water down a tube, creating a vacuum behind it, where the reservoir of water would then suck up more water, eventually creating sort of a loop. As long as the water you were irrigating with eventually drained back, they do this whole sort of magical water pump that works super well. So Ricciele makes this. Candido at this point, which is brother number 14 in this family, he's finally gotten to the States. He's young. He's baby brother. And so they say, yo, Candido, you got to be the one to go out and sell this thing. So he goes, okay. He goes door to door in Berkeley, California, which is where they are now. He goes door to door to try and sell this to people who hopefully have links to the San Gabriel Valley. He's going around. His English is so bad that he realizes he can't knock on, white folks just aren't giving him the time of day. So he looks for names that seem like somewhat Hispanic or Latin or any sort of European in origin, knocks on their doors. Smart move, because they're not judging him as much. They're looking at the product and they're saying, this thing is great. So they start selling like hotcakes. He's actually doing very well. Meanwhile, he's taking night school classes to get better at English so he can sell more of these things. So everything is going well. It goes so well, they end up being able to buy a whole factory and produce these things en masse right after World War II. Before that happens, though, Ricciele, big brother, dies of a heart attack, sadly, 1937. So Candido, who's been the door-to-door salesman, becomes the head of the company, as they're like, he's doing the most work. Candido has a baby. He has a baby named Ken in 1941. He's a healthy kid. By all accounts, healthy kid. But when he was 2, he contracts strep throat, which is not a big deal now, of course, but that was back before antibiotics. So this kid has strep throat. They can't really treat it. It gets worse and worse, and he ends up with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, which sounds terrible. So this poor kid who was very, very healthy, all of a sudden has this autoimmune disease. His joints are hurting all the time. He goes to a doctor. He goes to a rheumatologist. The doctor's like, here's some drugs, but we can't really do much. But one of the best treatments is physical therapy, especially hydrotherapy. And so they're like, hydrotherapy, obviously at the time, you're getting in a tub, you're doing all these things to try and ease your pain. And so they're like, okay. And so Candido, busy guy, the only way to do hydrotherapy at the time was go to these specialized clinics. And the only one was hours from their house. And he was seeing Ken getting better every time they went, but he couldn't take him all the time. So he goes, you know what? My family's been making stuff forever. We've been making propellers. We've made all kinds of stuff. What if I took my water pump and what if I made my own at-home hydrotherapy center so my son could feel better? makes a product called the J300, and then makes his own at-home product to do this so he doesn't have to go to the clinic. And he tells the rheumatologist about it, and he goes, this is a great idea. You need to sell this thing. This thing can sell like hotcakes. And so Candido goes back out and starts selling it to folks as something that can help with aching joints and pains, but eventually just starts selling it to everybody, almost as a luxury product. So it ends up becoming so successful that this product becomes a full-blown household name for many, many years. And my question to you is, what was the product that Candido made? And also, what's the last name of this family? Because it's the same answer. 45 seconds. What the heck was I talking about? What was he gabbing on about, this guy? Candido, Giovanni, Teresa, Rachele. Really testing my Italian pronunciation tonight, and it's probably wrong. But they all had the same last name, and so did the product. What'd they make? What'd they invent? It first started moving on a game show called Queen for a Day, which honestly I think they should bring back. It seems like fun. They would take like tired housewives and be like, why are you tired? Oh, yeah? Yeah, right. They'd be like, why are you tired? Why are you tired? Yes, of course, the real QVC. You got it. Show it, show it, show it. Yes, of course. Everybody got it. It's a jacuzzi. Pepperoni. Thank you. We do a lot of... It's okay. She's actually Italian. We do a lot of Italian screaming. Jacuzzi was the answer for 10 points. The Jacuzzi family invented the propeller, made the first contained aircraft, developed irrigation systems, and known now for a bubbly tub. So, Steven, I think that puts you at the clear winner. That was 42.5. Big move. Well done, Steven. Who's my Twitch winner? I'm going to say, Emily's got 30.5. Returning champion, Emily. Drama Turtle, I think you might have gotten it, though. Yeah, 33. Drama Turtle, our Twitch winner. Well done. Congrats to you. Pudman, big win over here for Pud Marisha. Everybody else, thanks for playing. Real QVC, congrats to you. Thank you guys for coming out on Wednesday. And I'll do my little ending spiel. You guys, very sweet. I know the world is opening up. I know we all are starting to have jobs. I know I have a job again, and it's tiring. But bless you all for taking an hour out of your Wednesdays and coming through. Come see Doug Friday and Saturday. That's going to do it for tonight for all of us here at Trivia Ronin. My name is Matt McNelly saying, don't be shitty. Hey, spend some time in the jacuzzi, maybe. And we all hope you learned something tonight. Adios, Twitch. I'll see you next Wednesday.